Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. So check this out. It's being reported, now you know, I'm always going to tell you, take it with a grain of salt, that Terence Crawford wants more money if he and Errol Spence are going to fight at any weight outside of 147 pounds. Now, I'll be honest with you. I am not surprised that Crawford, being in the driver's seat, would want to definitely get more money, or definitely more money than Spence, or more money, period, because of how he defeated Spence, and maybe he feels like it's not necessary to have a rematch. But nonetheless, this makes me wonder. I know that there was a two-fight. I know they had signed to have a rematch, and it sounded like the rematch was agreed to be at 154 all along, that it was never going to be at 147. So the fact that the negotiations are at a pause right now, as they're trying to sort out the purse split, it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder if he just wants more money because he doesn't like the fact that maybe that when the deal was signed, that Errol Spence was going to be the A side as far as the purse split, even in the rematch if he loses, or if there was never an agreement to fight at 154. It was going to be up the winner's discretion to determine whether they fight at 147 or 154. Now, for those of you saying it doesn't make sense, Crawford won the fight. He's the A side. Crawford should get the lion's share of the purse. To that, I say, hold your horses. You don't take it to the stupid. That is how these guys do these contracts now. You know what I mean? Shrewd businessmen. People have learned from Mayweather. They've learned from especially Eddie Hearn. When Eddie Hearn puts a contract together, if you want to fight, remember, that's how he was doing. If you want to fight one of his guys, especially if his guy or girl is a champion, we'll do a rematch. We'll have a rematch clause in there. We'll agree to it. But you're going to take small money in the first fight. If you win, you get a little more money, but you still get less than the person who was the champion in the first fight but lost. Now, if you go to a third fight, well, then, you know, all the chips are in your favor and you get to dictate everything. And I don't have the specifics on Crawford and Spence, but it almost sounds like maybe it's something like that that's taking place. You guys remember when Andy Ruiz fought AJ? First fight, he beat him. Second fight, Andy Ruiz was acting like he was going to pull out the fight because he wasn't making the kind of money he felt he deserved to make. And Eddie Hearn had to humble him real quick and say, well, he signed a contract. He can talk all he wants. He either fights or gets sued. And Andy Ruiz ended up getting in the ring, and we know what happened in that fight. But what I'm getting at is, I don't know if a deal like that was in place, but it happens. You look at Devin Haney. He signed to fight Kambosos in a little 2-fight deal, and he won. So the rematch, Devin got a little more money, but he still wasn't the A side. Okay, so this makes it interesting, very interesting. Crawford obviously realized that he's the he's the big fish now, or the big crawfish now, and Errol Spence is not. I mean, can you blame Crawford? But at the same time, we had to wait and see what truth there is to this. But man, I think he has every right to ask for more money, especially if he's fighting at a weight that's more comfortable for Spence. Even though we know Crawford making 147 ain't easy for him, but he's not dying like Errol Spence is. So man, very interesting twist of things. More to come on it. But I'll tell you what a lot of fans are going to do with this. They're going to say Terence Crawford is looking to put duck sauce on the fried rice. He's afraid to rematch Spence at 154. He's trying to get out of it. Only way he can beat Spence is melting back down to 147. Crawford's a coward. They're going to be calling him all the names that they've called him before. Now, I personally think Crawford, especially if 154 is a weight like Spence is going on record, I can't see Spence and them not giving him more money. Because Spence basically, was begging and pleading at the post-fight press conference that Crawford, when they do the rematch, they have it at 154. Because I tell you, if it's at 147, I don't think Spence is going to do it. Honestly. Not at all. I don't see him doing it, man. Now, if it's at 147, Crawford doesn't mind the same deal as before. He's like, whatever. But right now, those negotiations are kind of at a pause. But going up to 154, Crawford figures, hey, you're getting me out of my comfort zone to put you in your comfort zone. Okay, cool. When it comes to weight, we'll give you what you want to make you comfortable. But make me comfortable as far as in my zone, my financial zone, and make sure I get another couple million on top of my fight purse, guaranteed. Since I'm going to make you comfortable and give you a better chance at trying to compete. Because honestly, I don't have to do that. And this is the politics of boxing. This ain't even secret society stuff. This is just the politics of boxing and how it goes. So anyway, more to come on Crawford and Spence. Crawford wants money if he's going to fight at 154. If not, I'll take what I made. I'll take whatever we agreed on. No problem. 147. Let's do it. Ooh-wee. Let's wait and see what happens, all right? That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. But the people are already saying Crawford's putting duck sauce on the fried rice. And I can't wait to hear some of these comments people are going to post about Crawford being scared of Spence at 154. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm in the breeze.